white team. This is my second year coaching, and every year it gets more interesting. For one, I'm starting to wear glasses now. Two, this team just did a phenomenal job, and let's give them one more round of applause. But first and foremost, before I talk about them, I'd really like to thank our coach. Coach Keith did a great job communicating with me, setting up the course, so let's not take that for granted. So let's give him a round of applause. For helping me out with the paperwork, and also Mr. Reardon for doing a great job keeping score.
Is he getting an award?
In addition, I thank you, the parents, once again, for coming out to the games, and that's everyone, supporting your children. They remember that, and so my round of applause to you guys, parents. And a special thanks goes out to Julie for bringing the drinks and snacks, and Nancy Bergson for just being by my side, as my mentor, so thank you to them. And also, I'm going to get in trouble, my wife, for fetching those balls during practice. Thank you very much. This year was more fun than it was stressful. I decided to join a volleyball league in Santa Monica. The reason why I did that, I figured, hey, I want to learn what's out there, what's new out there, what can I do to improve this team? But I threw that out the door because we went 0-10. So after I threw out the door, I decided, what am I going to do? So I go back early on my childhood and I said, I remember teachers told me less is more. Keep it simple, stupid, right? So this year, we only had 9 players. We went from 2 practices, believe it or not, down to 1 practice a week. And we only practiced truly about 1 hour a day. So less was more. So I'll keep this short. The girls were really focused, and at the same time, they really had a good time in the court. Like, in practice, they had great time dancing. They blasted that music in the gym. But that to me was special, I'll always remember that. So let's go on through awards. And first I'd like to start off, and I believe she's not here, Nicole Martinez. So, Nicole, many of you have seen, she's a phenomenal player. By far one of the best players I've seen in this league. So if you get a chance, watch her play. She possesses the power to hit that ball and make those drop serves like you wouldn't believe. I even had a hard time returning those serves during the practices. But she was a smart player. She knew where she was. Her position was good at all times. She was a great leader, and it was such a fabulous time. It was such a treat to have her on the team. She really did well. And I see her as a future Hall of Famer in the future, going forward. So thanks, Nicole. This next player, Scarlett Stallone. Scarlett was a dominator. She was a real true asset on the team. She was amazing, not just in volleyball, but truly in every sport. She hits the ball with such great velocity. The other team always had a hard time returning. Only a few in this league I ever seen in 7th grade can do the jump serve, and she does that with such precision and power as well too. So I always remember that. She always scored the points when we needed it, and she really truly won a lot of games for us with her presence on that court. She was a great leader, and she was so fun to have, and she was a DJ during practice. The next player is also a great all-around athlete. She's finesse, she's very skillful, and yet she's very graceful when she's on that court. This is Christine Phelps. She happened to be one of the smart players on that court. She knew exactly where the ball was. She had some great overhand serves, and when she was on fire, she had that momentum going. Nobody can stop her. She didn't make many mistakes, which I'm sure all of you can appreciate. And one thing about her, it was always she always smiled, and I just really liked having her on the team. She was a real treat. one goes to Kira Geddes. Kira Geddes, everybody knew her as our closer. She was phenomenal. She possessed some power on that serve. She always took this game to the next level. She never let any balls go dead. She would grab that ball, hit it, bump it, did whatever was necessary to get it over. And the one thing I remember is that she had a hand injury, and she asked, "Coach, can I still play?" I said, "Well, ask your mom." But she goes, forget what she says, "I'm playing." And so she did. So she's really aggressive, and she really wants to get out there, and she really always wanted to improve her game. She was phenomenal, and she was very dominant on that court. So my hats off to her. The next one is, can you tell, my daughter Camille? Camille developed a strong passion for this game in probably the last 2 years. And, I said this last year, this year she's super consistent. So every time she touches that ball, I could always be sure that that ball is going to go over. Every time she served it, I was assured that that ball was going to go in. And as you know, that was really important to have those points count at the time. She was great in our role when it came to bump, set, spike, so she did very well with that, and she also spiked the ball with some pressure on the ball, which the other team had a hard time gravitating to. She was a delight to have, and she really, and everyone else enjoyed having her. She made everybody laugh, so congratulations. Real quick, Gianna's not here, but just as you probably know, she's a naturally talented and gifted athlete. She can come to practice, and the next day she can shine like no other athlete I've ever seen before. She makes all her plays look very easy, and when she hits, again, she's one of those that has power behind that hit. And as you probably know, she's always laughing, and she makes everybody feel good on the court and off the court. So Gianna Scalzo, to you. My hat's off to you. The next one is Isabella Orris. This player, I remember awarding her the most improved player last year, and to this day, she still continues to dominate her skill set. She gets better every time I see her. She has a lot of guts, and that's what I like about her. She has determination, and she plays very well on the court. And she's one of those players that's going to do the extra dig, dive, and use her body. So whatever it takes to get that ball over, she gets it done. So I really appreciate having Isabella Orris on the court, and she's very sweet, and she respects us and the coaches. Thank you very much. Next player, I'd like to give a shout out to Celine Debooty. What a difference from last year. She was on our team. This year, she became a very aggressive player. I mean, she didn't let down. Even when the girls called, "I got it," she got in their face and took that ball away from them. She could bump the ball very well, and she was very aggressive on getting those overhand serves. And she practiced them daily, in and out, and then during a couple of games, she did effectively hit that ball over with her overhand serve. So great job on that, Celine. Last but not least, this one goes to someone you want on your team, and that's Jordan Bergsman. She's probably one of the most consistent players I had overall. I knew when the ball came to her, I wouldn't have any problem. I wouldn't sweat it. She'd hit that ball, and she'd get that over every single time. She was like having a first-round draft pick. It's a coach's dream. It's a player's dream. She can hit. She serves well. And again, she's a natural because she comes from good genes. Her mom was a collegiate volleyball player. What can I say, right? And our only loss this season came on our first game when Jordan wasn't there because she was sick. So it says a lot. So Jordan, she was fun to have. Thank you very much. So this this one, our most improved award, she went again from a timid player to very aggressive. She hardly made any mistakes this year, and she played very well in every single position. And she made great shots, and always asking how she can improve. And this year, I'm giving this one to Selena Booty. She deserves that. This next award is the Team Player Award. This particular player